as a knight in white armor. Cold as a shot from a gun. If you should look for a man who loves danger, to whom love is a stranger, this man is the one.
No, thank you. Will you tell Alphonse that the ambassador would like to see him?
My dear chap, we'll pull out of Germany if and when it suits us. Make no mistake about that.
Including NATO?
Good heavens, no. As a matter of fact, we may have some surprises later in the year.
Ah, anything my minister should know?
I shouldn't be at all surprised, old chap. A little early yet, though.
I see. You are not free to speak.
Hardly. Mind you, I'll say this. The multilateral force will be back in favor if we do go ahead.
Interesting. You appreciate, of course, that we're committed to opposing the idea?
It all sounds terribly complex to me, Leo.
Oh, forgive me, Aretta. Always we return to politics.
And always you are apologetic. But do continue. Or is it all secret and confidential?
Highly. But then we're among friends, Signora Dorvetti.
Truly, I wouldn't know a secret if I heard one.
Perhaps it's just as well, Signora, that you are the perfect diplomatic wife.
Thank you. Although Leo doesn't always agree. He's furious when I can't remember who said what.
So now I'm a monster.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling. But I'm interrupting. Please continue.
This sounds interesting. Mark it.
Oh, come now. You know perfectly well that with the right information, I could make a decision a good deal easier for my minister.
And save him some considerable embarrassment.
Exactly. So?
Purely off the record.
Of course.
Well, the main points of the proposal are that we reduce our forces.
What the devil's happening now?
Fate, she must have left them.
Then use a directional pickup, damn it.
Quite outrageous.
Well, it's quite wrong, of course. The minister put out a green more than a week ago. As a matter of fact, I was talking
It was perfectly horrid all evening.
Come on, man.
It's no good. She's left them.
Not very inspiring, is it?
Talk. I haven't even seen Costa.
Oh, he was with the British High Commissioner when I last saw him. Very intense.
Always he's intense. Until he gets home.
What a fascinating man.
You mean you haven't met him?
Not yet. Who is he?
Adam Adamant. A very interesting man.
Adamant.
He wasn't invited.
You're sure?
He wasn't on the official list.
Then what's he doing here?
Relax, he can't know anything.
Tanto piacere.
I'm delighted to meet you, Signora Dorvetti, and may I compliment you on your exquisite gown.
There, you see?
Coincidence has to be.
It's not often we see you at these functions, Adam. Business or pleasure?
A little of both, ma'am.
And which
It's
are
too
which?
close.
Sure,
Far
there can
too
be no
close.
doubt.
And your husband would be Leo Dorvetti, the Vice Consul.
That's right. Don't tell me you know him.
Not yet, no, but I am to meet him later on this evening, I believe.
Really? Well, perhaps you would care to join us for dinner.
You're very kind, ma'am, but I'm afraid the matter is of the gravest urgency.
They do say, Oretta, that Mr. Adamant measures his day by seconds instead of hours.
And not without reason, ma'am. Which is perhaps why I've never had the honor of meeting the Signora before.
Then I'm surprised you have found time to observe me now. Or is that just flattery, Mr. Adamant?
I never flatter, madam. Though perhaps I may be allowed to compliment you yet again on the...
Most unusual design of your gown.
Thank
That's
you,
incredible.
Mr.
He's
Adamant.
just chatting
Yes,
her up.
I rather like
She
it.
starts to tell me where she got that gown out.
Charming, darling.
Yes, it is indeed.
It's so
difficult to find anything really different these days. Don't you agree, Lyra?
Oh, it depends where you go. Did you have the gown made in Rome?
No,
In Paris, perhaps?
not at all. As a matter of fact, it's a new place I found. Right here, in London.
Prepare to destruct.
What, in there?
Do as I say.
It found me.
Now, in what way did it find you, Signora?
Well, this absolutely charming man came to see me with a completely
Destruct!
new line of stunning...
Oretta!
Dear lady.
What is it?
Please, now, gently.
Should I get a doctor?
I'm afraid it is too late, madam.
She's not. Not.
Yes, I'm afraid she is.
How? How?
A very interesting question.
And you say Adam was there when it happened?
As close as I am to you, and there's a sober thought.
What?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just finish your toast and hop it.
I beg your pardon, Sims. Pop it?
I thought the vernacular would be more appropriate, miss. More in keeping with the strata of society to which you're accustomed.
I'm perfectly entitled to call an Adam.
Mr. Adamant is far too much of a gentleman to bolt his doors, unless he thought there was some small chance of success.
Funny. When will he be back, by the way?
I believe he said he'd be in to dinner, but probably not for lunch.
Sounds as if you're going to be busy in the kitchen.
Ah, Sims. We have work to do. My dear Miss Jones, I'd no idea you intended to call.
She was just passing, sir.
He hasn't realised it was absolutely ages since I'd seen you.
About 4 days, to be precise, miss.
Really? That long?
Well, I'm afraid we're going to be rather busy, my dear.
Well, then I can help you. What are we looking for?
I don't believe I said we were looking for anything.
No, but it's obviously got something to do with that Italian bird who conked last night.
Madame Dorvetti was the wife of the Italian vice-consul, and her death was a tragedy, Miss Jones.
Of course it was, but how did she die, by the way?
A heart attack. Sims, would you search these copies, please?
Yes.
But you don't believe it.
I've no intention of challenging informed medical opinion.
Well, then... Oh, honestly. All right, but what are we looking for?
Anything in particular, sir?
Sudden deaths in the last 6 months.
Ah, yes.
Probably the wives of diplomats, possibly heart attacks.
Of course.
Then you do think it was murder?
I'm investigating an idea, Miss Jones, and I shall be delighted if I am proved wrong.
Here's one.
Oh, trust you.
When?
Yes, last month. Wife of a Norwegian military attaché. Had a heart attack during a dinner.
An official dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you know?
I fear the worst. Sims, quickly.
I call this serene, madam. A perfect blending of soft lines. Every line is a sigh. A merging of charm and dignity.
Oh, it's beautiful. And she carries it so well.
She tries, madam, she tries. But what that gown needs is, how shall I put it? Dignity. The kind of dignity that only comes with maturity. These girls, how can they know what serenity means?
You know, Roger, I think you're right. It's the best thing you've ever done. And I must have it.
Oh, madam. Oh, you don't know how happy I am. Of course it's yours. It was created for you. Fitting rooms, quickly, this way.
Iridescent trimming and the attractive jewellery showing off the line of the collar.
How soon can you get away?
Now, as soon as I get out of this.
Good.
Well, I suppose you realize you've ruined my entire day. An entire collection to create, buyers to see, fabrics to choose, and what do I feel? I feel as if I were going out of my mind.
Look, Roger, there was an emergency.
Now, don't you look, Roger, me. Who cares about Roger? Not you. All you think about in that tiny, stupid, dismal little mind of yours is one word. Destruct.
Oh, careful.
Me be careful. Do I run berserk? Run around pressing buttons and destroying months of the most careful preparation? And for what? Nothing. Not one word did we get.
I had to make a decision, Roger.
Decision? All day long I make decisions. This colour, that colour, a fold here, a stitch there. Every moment I'm making some important choice. But you, A man says good evening and all my decisions destroyed.
But you've heard the tape. It was Adam Adamant in there.
So who is Adamant? Some mystic? Some incredible genius who can sniff the air and sense our transmitters? The man's a Victorian romantic, my friend. He couldn't even mend a fuse.
But I tell you, he was onto her. A few more seconds and she'd have told him all about Roger Claire.
Listen to me, Philip. I didn't spend years creating the most perfect espionage system just for you to play executioner.
Sometimes it is necessary to kill the carrier.
To destroy evidence, idiot. Not plant a corpse in Adamant's lap. Now, you listen to me, Philip. One more mistake. Just one. And I'll make a gown for you. A long white one with bows.
It's all right. I'll get the gown back.
You'd better.
I will. I've got someone working on it. Don't worry.
Don't worry. My day is destroyed. My inspiration is ruined. My creative mind is in a turmoil. And he says, don't worry. I suppose I should run out and throw a party. Miserable little man. Out. Get out.
5. It isn't possible.
Sims?
There's a pattern, sir. Make no mistake about it.
Yes, the devil's pattern. 5 defenseless women. 5 heart attacks.
And all at dinners and cocktail parties. I mean, why?
I don't know, but I swear to you I shall not rest until I do.
It's funny the police haven't caught on.
No, not really, Sims. The incidents were always months apart. And death was always found to be by natural.
Well, that's what puzzles me, sir. Surely the post-mortems would have revealed the poisons.
Poison, Sims. They're old hat.
Oh, really, miss? And what would you use?
Gas. I'd use gas.
The high-speed variety, of course.
No, nerve gas. Something modern.
It's not the method we want, Miss Jones. It is the motive that is important.
Blackmail.
Now, who would blackmail these ladies?
Men. A man. I'll tell you why.
I'm sure your vivid imagination can conjure up all sorts of reasons, but I have no time.
But at least let me tell you.
I think not, Miss Jones. I find it quite unthinkable that ladies of such impeccable reputation could suffer at the hands of a blackmailer, if you would excuse me.
Where are you going?
To the Italian embassy. It would seem to be the logical starting point.
Just wait in here, sir. I'll see if the vice-consul is free.
Thank you. Oh, would you tell me, does Signor Dorvetti live in the embassy?
I believe he's giving up his apartment, sir. He, did say he was very busy, sir.
That's quite all right. I shall wait.
Yes.
Thank you. That's quite all right. I'm merely waiting for the vice-consul.
You are a friend of Signor Dorvetti?
Yes. Yes, you may say that. Tell me, are those his chambers?
Yes. Oh, there is so much to do. Such a tragedy.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. Adam Adamant, at your service.
How do you do?
And you? A friend of the family, perhaps?
Yes. Oh, we are doing all we can, but it has been a terrible shock.
There can be no worse, madam.
Oh, true, true. She was so young, so elegant, and to be struck down.
Struck down?
I meant by fate, Signor.
Fate can indeed be a cruel mistress, madam.
It can, indeed.
What have you done? Get out of my way. Oh, no. Oh.
Please.
Don't just stand there.
Oh, excuse me.
No, not me.
You look awful.
Well, you look a little untidy yourself, Miss Jones. I trust you were not responsible for this.
Me? It was your dark-eyed lady friend who did that.
My dear Miss Jones, I have no dark-eyed lady friends capable of delivering such a telling blow. Oh, I presume you mean the Italian lady.
She didn't sound Italian to me.
Excuse me, sir, but do you wish me to call the police?
Ah, my dear fellow, no, certainly not. Certainly not on my account. She appeared to be overwrought.
She was overloaded with this.
That belonged to Signora Dorvetti.
Yes, indeed. She was wearing it the night she died.
Who would want that?
Roger Clare. I wonder.
Are you sure those girls will be ready on time? Any more delays and I shall be absolutely furious. I know I shall.
Well, it's the third showing today, Roger, and some of the girls are new.
Mylene, dear, don't tell me your problems. If the girls are slow, get rid of them. Ah, Madame Poulsen, you look superb. See that they're ready.
But of course. Can I be of any help, sir?
Yes, you can indeed. I understand you have a show this afternoon.
Certainly have. Do you represent a firm?
Yes, I have a rather large emporium in New Zealand.
Really? Oh, I'm sure you'll find our creation superbly suited to New Zealand.
Yes, I'm sure I shall, ma'am.
I'm afraid I didn't quite catch your name.
Ah, Adam Adamant, at your service.
Mylene Prince. I think it might be useful if you met the couturier, Roger Clare.
I should be delighted, ma'am.
May I introduce Monsieur Clare? This is Mr. Adamant, quite an influential buyer.
Your servant.
Oh, how lovely. May I compliment you on your exquisite ensemble?
And now, if you'll excuse me, perhaps I'll see you after the showing, Mr. Adamant.
Charming. I always said the Victorian look would be back.
It was always my hope, sir.
Oh, forgive me. A glass of wine.
How very hospitable.
Mr. Adamant, this is the home of hospitality. We're ready to begin.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the house of Roger Clare.
I always go to pieces at this point. It's quite nerve-wracking, you know.
Really?
Oh, it's the girls. They're never right. Half of them stumble about like three-legged camels.
We begin our show with Sandra, wearing teeny weeny.
You see, she ruins the entire effect.
Is it a floral print pocket?
Am I to understand this is a showing of ladies' bathing apparel, sir?
Creations, please. My own collection. Devastated.
Then I must leave at once.
Leave?
Yes, I'm very
My
sorry.
dear, am I to be insulted in my own house?
No, I really must apologize for this intrusion. It's a terrible mistake.
Well, you came to buy, did you not? Well, how can you buy without viewing the collection?
Well,
no, really, this is too humiliating. No, you must stay.
Very well. Very well. But I shall find it extremely worrying.
We'll be
I
seeing
do.
more, Sandra.
I ask for girls who float and they send me balloons.
And now, one of our star attractions. We call it Bliss. Fine bikini and powerfly poplin, covered with silver sequins.
Superb.
Ghastly.
Beg your pardon.
I said ghastly, sir.
Then your ideas are as Victorian as your clothes. We do have more traditional lines, you know. Straight to the knee.
I sincerely hope so, sir. This incredible exhibition shows an alarming change in morality and attitudes.
And now we have Janine in an exciting new creation called Intrigue. Janine, please.
Now what is it? Stupid girls.
There seems to be some delay. We'll move on to Jackie in the new Limpet line.
Idiots! Bungling fools! Will you excuse me? Perhaps I can talk later. As if I didn't have enough problems.
Notice the complete absence of any trimming. So in line with this year's
You
pattern.
ruined my entire showing. Tell me why. My dear, I don't care if Lucifer himself is here. The showing must go on.
And now
The embassy.
in one piece now.
It's him!
Notice the interesting panel of swirl stripes. The material of this garment has been especially developed over many years.
Why wasn't I told? The gown. We have it back.
Yes, I gave it to Mr. Howarth. But that man out there knows me.
That man happens to be Adam Adamant.
I know. Look, Mr. Clare, I never wanted to get involved with anything like this.
You only wanted money. Now be quiet and let me think. What can he do? Nothing. There's no proof, no evidence. Nothing.
But if he's here...
Oh, he's a fool. Forget him. We've more important things to think about. Howarth, get in here.
Mr. Clare, I knocked him out.
You did what?
Well, it was the only way I could get the dress. I had to hit him with a statue.
Oh, who are these people? Gorillas?
Well, I never wanted to go.
You never wanted to go. I never wanted you to run amok with a statue. Oh, I don't understand it. I don't. I plan, I create, I strive for perfection, and for what? For a bunch of stupid, senseless, bungling fools.
There was nothing else I could do. The girl saw me as well.
What girl?
Georgina. One of your new models. She was there with Adam Adamant.
Now she tells me. I'm surrounded by spies in my own house. And I don't even know. You...
I beg your pardon. I didn't realize you were so occupied.
Oh, Mr. Adamant. Oh, do come in. Just a little domestic.
Perhaps I can be of some assistance.
Assistance?
Yes, the young lady appears distressed.
Distressed? Oh, dear me, no. Get on with the dress, darling. Quickly now. Now, what can I do for you, Mr. Adamant? It's been an absolutely frantic day.
Well, I'd like to see some evening gowns.
Yes, of course. I'll make an appointment for you tomorrow.
Look, Roger, if it's about the gown, I can explain. You see, we had a bit of a problem at the...
Well, thank you, Philip. I knew I could depend on you. Oh, this is a new customer, by the way. Mr. Adam Adamant.
How do you do?
Your servant.
And what made you come to us, Mr. Adamant?
Madame Dorvetti.
I don't quite follow you.
No. She recommended you most highly. She was a customer of yours, I take it?
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, I was quite devastated this morning when I heard the news. We're all going to miss her dreadfully. Mylene, darling, see that Mr. Adamant has an appointment to view gowns tomorrow.
Certainly. If you'll step this way, Mr. Adamant.
Thank you. Thank you, madam.
He's got a cheek.
Oh, I think I'm going to faint. The entire operation is falling about my ears. And why? Because of your stupidity and her urge to commit murder on my time.
Mr. Clare, I was only doing what you...
Shut up. I suppose had the ambassador walked in, you'd have cut him down with a carving knife.
Well, she did get the gown.
Yes, and who did we get? Adamant, and such a charming man.
Well, it won't happen again, because I'm leaving.
Oh, darling. And don't be ridiculous.
Oh, I'm quite serious. It's not worth the money anymore. Goodbye.
Would 11 o'clock be convenient?
Yes, yes, it would indeed.
Good. I'm sure you'll find the new season's lines quite exciting.
I'm sure I shall, madam. I'm sure I shall. Madam, it's really a most appalling mistake.
Well, I like that. How you get them anywhere, darling?
Hey, has anyone seen my dress? Didn't even know you wore one, darling.
Come on, Watkins. She's due to leave any minute.
Can't rush these things. Anyway, the unit wasn't designed for this type of dress. No boning at all.
Is the mic installed?
Yeah, but that's all.
Then it will have to do.
Well, come on, one of you's got it. Have you tried the cleaners, darling? You never know. Oh, you're a great help. I don't see the joke. Oh, it's probably under one of the other dresses. You'll find it. There's something on the floor here, darling. It's either a duster or your dress.
Come on, Sandra.
I'm coming, darling. Good night, all.
Good night.
Miss Jones.
Anybody think you didn't trust me?
And on whose authority did you presume to take part in this investigation, Miss Jones?
Of course.
I gave no such instruction.
No, but I knew you'd be out of your depth. And you were. I nearly died when you walked into the dressing room.
Yes, I had no idea the conditions were quite so primitive. My dear Miss Jones, I don't find it in the least amusing. In my day, it was considered sufficient to display the gowns discreetly on a wire frame.
Without legs, I bet.
Naturally.
Where are they now?
It sounds like a tunnel.
That'll be the garage he lives in.
Garage? He lives in a garage?
He has a house on the roof.
Oh, what a ducky idea. Now, why didn't I think of that?
You will, Roger.
I'm in no mood for your sarcasm, Philip.
Ooh, fun. I hope Sims has done enough for two.
I'm sure he'll find something.
What's happened? What is it?
They're using the lift.
Lift? He has a lift? He's very with it, isn't he?
For a while.
Oh, true. I wonder if it'll go up for sale. Remind me to phone my solicitor after we've killed him.
They're going in now.
My feet.
Sim?
You'll be taking dinner late, sir?
No, Sims, we shall be taking dinner early. Miss Jones will wish to return to her discotheque as soon as possible.
Quite, sir.
Miss Jones, you didn't by any chance manage to locate the room where the gowns were made?
Yes, it's upstairs at the back. I tried to take a look, but there was a gorilla up there.
Really? A gorilla?
Yes, his name's Howarth, I think.
Assuming they
A
knew
gorilla? That's really rather good, isn't it?
I look forward to dealing with her later.
Quiet.
But what I cannot understand is why and how they let you walk out.
Well, they couldn't do anything else, could they?
So far, we know they are responsible for the deaths of 5 defenseless women. But why?
And how? I mean, either they've invented the perfect crime or those women really did have heart attacks.
And you say you had no trouble in leaving, no trouble at all?
No, except for the dress.
What do you mean, except for the dress?
Oh, I couldn't find it. I think one of the girls must have hidden it for a joke.
Yes. Yes, I think they must. They have a very strange sense of humor, those young ladies. Would you care for a cup of tea, Miss Jones? Or perhaps a piece of Turkish delight? Now, since we have absolutely nothing to go on, I think we are wasting our time at the house of Roger Clare.
You require some assistance, sir?
Yeah, a glass of dry sherry, please, Sims, and a towel.
A glass of dry sherry and a towel. Very good, sir.
Well, now, Miss Jones, since we are achieving absolutely nothing, you may as well return to your apartment. Good night, Miss Jones. Ah, I think that'll do it. Yes, we may talk normally now.
Whew! I am slow. I should have realized why the dress was missing.
A fiendish device, presumably for eavesdropping.
Yeah, that's right. It's a bug.
Yes, not a very apt description, Miss Jones, but an ingenious toy, and it answers one of our questions.
Of course, they bug the dresses of women like Madame Dorvetti, and then they listen in on the chat.
Yes, I think I take your meaning, but that doesn't explain the heart attacks. I must move quickly. Now they know my intentions, there is not a second to lose.
Where are you going?
To the Devil's Workshop, Miss Jones. How unfortunate that you cannot accompany me.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Sim, will you see that Miss Jones stays here?
Very good, sir. Your towel, miss?
I what? Wait a minute, Mr. Adamant.
Dinner will be served in a few minutes, miss.
It's kidnapping.
In the kitchen.
It's no use twiddling about with the dials, Watkins.
That unit was supposed to be tested.
It was. I just don't like the way that it went dead.
Oh, he doesn't like the way it went dead. What about Adamant? Where is he now? Oh, Philip, you know I hate mysteries. Do some quiet. We've had nothing but trouble from that machine. It's been an absolutely frantic day.
If you'd both been paying a bit more attention, you'd realize that Adamant's already told us what he's planning to do.
He has?
Listen, it's on the tape.
No, we shall take dinner early. Miss Jones will no doubt wish to return to her discotheque as soon as possible.
Quite, sir.
Miss Jones, did you by any chance locate the room where the gowns were made?
Yes, it's upstairs at the back.
There. You mean he's coming back here?
Obviously.
Then we've got him.
That depends on whether you make any more blunders. We've already missed one important delivery through your stupid bungling of the Dorvetti woman.
Now listen, you're not giving the orders around here.
Nor do you, Philip. And Watkins, you're getting rather offensive lately.
Well, if we don't come up with some worthwhile tapes, we're soon going to be out of business.
Well, what about the Admiralty dinner? I thought it was all arranged.
Well, I'm not going to take any more risks as long as Adamant's alive to interfere.
Very well. Philip, arrange a reception party for Adam Adamant.
Mr. Adamant. I see you've found poor Janine.
Good evening. I need not ask the name of her murderer.
Ah, but you should. It may come as a surprise.
The surprise is that you are so confident with only 2 companions.
All the same, you should listen. The name of her killer is Adam Adamant.
I don't think anyone will believe that, sir.
Not if you are dead, killed in the act, so to speak. Put that sword down. Put that sword down, Adamant. There's no way out of this.
Well, gentlemen, what now?
Mr. Adamant, what are you doing here?
Don't you know, madam?
Of course I do.
I may well ask you the same question.
Working, what else? We have an important showing here tomorrow, as you are well aware.
I am here on a matter of gravest urgency, madam, but too late to stop the murder of one of your models.
What?
Yes, you may well call the police.
Yes, yes, of course. But I'm here on my own. Would you mind coming with me?
Of course. Forgive me, madam. Forgive me.
But who could do such a dreadful thing?
Now, have no fear, madam. 2 of the villains have already paid the price.
You mean they're dead?
Yes.
I think I'm going to faint.
Dear lady, please, please.
So clever, but oh, so vulnerable, so vulnerable.
You did very well, my dear. Very well indeed.
Easy. I'm a nervous man, Mr. Adamant.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir.
Ah, so you're with us again. For a while, I thought I'd killed you. It was quite terrifying.
Hypocrisy does not suit you, Master Clerk.
Oh, now, don't go and spoil everything. I simply can't bear ugly scenes.
How about tomorrow, Roger? Will there be a delivery?
Of course, usual time.
What about him?
No concern of yours, my dear. You were very helpful. Now run along.
Madam, I trust you realize that you are being used.
Be quiet.
I just deliver little packages to the embassy, that's all. Isn't it, Roger?
Those packages, madam, contain secrets that can be gravely damaging to your country.
Really? Roger, is that true?
Now, there's no need for you to worry your pretty little head about that, darling.
Oh, but there is. Treason is a very serious charge.
It is indeed.
You will don't shut up. Mr. Adamant, I shan't sleep a wink tonight as it is, so please. No more of this stupid chatter.
But is it really stupid chatter, Roger? Are you really a spy?
And a murderer, madam.
Will you shut up? My nerves are in absolute shreds, but you will persist in being difficult. Oh, one more word. Just one. And I shan't be responsible for my actions.
You still haven't answered my question, Roger.
Darling, it's all frantically complicated, and it's terribly late.
You are not getting me involved in spying.
Bravo, madam.
At least, not for the price you're paying me.
Oh.
We're going to have to find another arrangement, darling. A much more expensive arrangement.
Oh, madam.
Is there no honesty left in the world?
Well?
Oh, very well. Tomorrow. See me about it tomorrow.
Good. Oh, and Roger, I shouldn't feel happy making the delivery if Mr. Adamant was a risk.
Don't be stupid, darling.
Then I'll say good night. And goodbye.
She's going to be a problem, Roger.
Do you think I don't know? We get rid of one and we find ourselves landed with another. And why? Because of you, Adamant. You and your stupid interference. Well, no more. This is what you were looking for. The weapon that kills without a trace. That can strike over any distance. And tomorrow, when your little girlfriend steps into the spotlight, I'll show you exactly how it works.
Yes, miss?
I'm going to find out where he is.
I'm afraid that will not be possible, miss.
I'm serious. So you better not try to stop me.
You wouldn't be threatening violence, would you?
I can give as good as I get.
Excuse me, miss. I have a few chores to attend to.
Ha! You chickened out.
Not exactly. I merely took the precaution of switching off the lift. It's the only means of exit from this establishment.
Look, we've got to do something, Sims. I mean, say he's not back by morning.
If Mr. Adamant is not back by the morning, then one of us will have to visit the place. But till the dawn in russet mantle-clad walks o'er the dew of yon high eastern hill, you, miss, will remain here.
You can't keep me here all night. It's immoral.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
Hold still, or I'll do it the hard way.
By all means, try, sir.
Watkins, I told you to be gentle.
It's taken half an hour to get it in place, and the show starts in 15 minutes.
Oh, now, Mr. Adamant, do be good. The sight of blood puts me on tranquilizers for weeks.
I have no intention of submitting, sir.
Dear, it's going to be one of those days. Well, hurry up, Watkins.
Hold his head.
I hope Watkins has explained it all to you. We're really taking a great deal of trouble.
It is a fiendish device. The contraption of a coward.
A lot more than a contraption, Adamant. A highly efficient scientific instrument, far too complex for your limited knowledge.
I doubt that, sir. From the position of the electrodes, it would seem that you have adapted the medical pacemaker to obstruct and not assist the heart.
Oh, marvellous. Oh, isn't he marvellous?
He's ready.
Splendid. Well, now you really are a prisoner, Mr. Adamant. All that stands between you and oblivion is this little switch. Just as a surgeon can control the beats of the heart, I can destroy it. 1, 2, 3 electrical spasms and poof, a heart attack.
The manner of my death is of no concern to me, sir.
And what about the manner of the death of your little girlfriend?
Come on, girls, hurry up now. Miss Jones.
Georgina?
Yes?
Fiend.
Coming.
It'll have the touch of a true artist. Listen.
Oh, Miss Jones, I'll want you to model the evening gown first.
Sound quality's rather
Later,
good, don't you
darling.
think?
We want to
Microphones front and back, aerial built into the skirt, a transistorized in the back draping. Oh, and we mustn't forget the destruct tube. Thank heavens for built-in bra.
Now, do what you will with me, but Miss Jones has no part in this.
What arrant nonsense. She knows far more than half a dozen women we've had to eliminate.
Why don't we throw the switch now and get it over with?
We'll do it as planned. When you feel the electrical spasms start, my friend, you will also know that they're being felt by Miss Jones. When you die, she dies. All terribly sad.
I trust you'll have the same good humor, sir, when you meet your death at my hands.
No time to listen to idle threats. You know the cue.
Yes, when Mylene says executed in Grecian drapes.
Yeah. Executed in Grecian drapes. Bon voyage, Mr. Adamant.
I wouldn't.
Good afternoon, ladies. Welcome to the house of Roger Claire. and to our first showing of our autumn collection.
We begin our show with Elsie in an evening gown in wild silk. The white material is trimmed with golden Arabia braiding.
Did you notice if Mr. Adamant was out there?
So who's he?
He was here yesterday in a sort of cloak.
No, there's no one like that.
Hey, where are you off to? You're on next. Yes, I know.
Harmonizing as it does with freedom and simplicity. And here is Georgina in a gown of pure silk chiffon. The elegant overdrape is fascinatingly edged with African ostrich feathers. And you'll notice the collar-trim brilliance of the silver fastening. The most fashionable feature of this gown is the stiffened bodice, executed in Grecian lace. The gown hugs Georgina's head because of the stiffened bodice, executed in those lovely Grecian drapes.
Once more, Georgina, please. I would like to point out again the cleverly sculptured line of the stiffened bodice, the delicately executed line of the Grecian drapes. Gives an easy, gentle flow down to the waist. Thank you, Georgina.
Watkins, you idiot. Watkins, get in here. Watkins!
I believe he's sleeping down below.
Adamant.
Of course I'm all right. Oh, by the way, my dear Miss Jones, would you take off that dress?
Oh, not again!
Are our two worlds so far apart? Reaching for your heart was reaching for a star. Is it that I arrived too late, instrument of fate? Is that all you are in one simple breath? You may think he's a charmer, but death is the life he has known. If you want love and your years filled with laughter and content ever after, leave this man alone. Leave this man alone. Leave this man